Well, forget that, Hannibal. I got a script I want you to read. It's going to be my first stateside production. The Beast of the Yellow Night.
Welcome back to my dark corner of this sick world.
What incredible arrogance.
The team of director Eddie Romero and star John Ashley has already given us such classic Dark Corners reviews as Beyond Atlantis and The Twilight People, and we're back with them for The Beast of the Yellow Night. Opening in 1946 with some sort of military search.
The bodies are being brought down.
All dead?
If they're not dead, then calling them bodies seems rude. They're hunting for a killer and more.
Langdon the murderer, rapist, thief. Langdon the evil man.
And our unlikely hero. But who's talking? It's a Philippine exploitation film. It would be weird if Vic Díaz wasn't here. And this time he gets a solid role as the devil.
You really are sick, you know.
We now jump ahead 25 years to a funeral.
Are you quite comfortable, Langdon?
Leave me alone.
This is already a weird movie. Langdon's spirit is now put into the body of a dead man.
Now, Langdon.
Who has been disfigured, explaining the change in appearance. Boy, these unboxing videos drag. Leading to a classic Dark Corners breakout character, the I can't believe I cured him doctor. Well, that's taken the shine off his resurrection.
Get help, quick.
This is not the first time that the devil has put Langdon's spirit into another body. Over the last 25 years, he's moved from host to host, facing mirror images that were not his own, hoping each time that his next leap will be the leap home.
I don't know what you mean.
It's kind of an old reference, but this does feel like a sort of dark quantum leap, because Langdon knows nothing about the life or wife of the person whose body he's inhabiting. He makes the best of a bad situation, but it does beg a question.
Why do you think I keep bringing you back, Langdon?
Exactly.
To awaken the latent evil in the people that I come in contact with.
One thing this film has in common with the other Ashley Romero films I mentioned, good central idea. The devil contracting out evil to damned souls. How on board am I with that? Even if I'm not 100% sure what Langdon is.
You're still part man, becoming, hopefully, a quality.
Good, because I was worried we were going to be vague about this.
I am a man. Damned, maybe, but still a man.
Throughout his exploitation career, John Ashley always seemed to be striving for more serious subjects, and he called this the most cerebral of his Philippine films. Two problems. Firstly, in the wrong hands, that striving can be reduced to meaningless statements delivered in a meaningful way.
Who are you?
As far as you're concerned, I am and can only be. Whoever, or whatever you think I am.
So the script seems to have been compiled from t-shirt slogans and quotes from the Little Book of Calm.
My life is all I'll ever know of time.
Nobody's harmless, even to himself.
There's no such thing as a dead end. You can always get out. The way you came.
Mind blown. Problem 2. At apparently random points, Langdon gets a bellyache and...
Are you ill?
turns into a monster with a hell of a punch. Fortunately, being hit by a train turns him back. Now, I have no evidence for this, but I really feel like the monster was tacked onto the Devil and Joseph Langdon, and it does intrude on an interesting plot.
You have no idea how distasteful I find this.
On the other hand, that plot is handled with stultifying inertia. And the incomprehensible transformations do liven it up.
Phillip!
In monster form, Langdon is helped by a blind man.
Who are you? What do you want here?
Have a cigar, I'll get my violin. Until he is himself again.
I'm making some soup.
Nice guy.
You two-faced old bastard.
And thanks for the soup. Actually turns out to be a retired bandit, which presumably impacts on the theme somehow.
This is all so pointless, Langdon.
Sadly, it is, although Vic Díaz makes a great devil.
I have commitments that go back to the beginning of time.
Did you promise your Patreon supporters a series about video nasties? If you'd like to get that joke, then join us on Patreon for some bonus content.
Oh, probably the smart thing to do would be to forget it altogether.
I'm struggling here because while the premise is strong, the plot is almost non-existent. He's reincarnated, mopes about a bit, kills some people, with surprisingly little guilt, shocks his wife into catatonia, which doesn't make a great deal of difference, is hunted down.
Come out and give yourselves up!
No one in here but us gophers! And gets killed as the bullets that have failed to bother him throughout suddenly prove effective. This is after the blind man helps him escape.
I will be right.
Feels like you might have got that the wrong way round.
I think I'll have a better day today than I have had in a long time.
Do you?
No!
And let's not forget who this is happening to.
A U.S. Army deserter,
Anything else?
also of torturing and informing on his comrades in arms.
Is that it?
Murder, pillage, rape, very often for no comprehensible reason.
I was waiting for a backstory that might justify his character, but no. He's just a bad guy.
It was very hard to dislike him if you knew nothing about him.
I beg to differ. He's completely unengaging.
Why should you care?
I really didn't.
I don't know what you mean.
The team of director has already given us such classic Dark Corners reviews as The Twilight People and that other one. The Devil contracting out evil to... oh shit. He called this his most cerebral Philippine film. No. He called this the most serious... Thanks for watching. This was the first release of Roger Corman's distribution company. Check out our special about Corman here. This film really feels like it's trying too hard to do too much. What other films just get in their own way? Let us know in the comments below.
This is all there is, you know.